It was a hotly contested poll pitting three main challenges to replace President Muhammadu Buhari. In the end, the Godfather of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, became the country's president-elect. For some, Peter Obi would have made a better leader because he was considered young. So what happened to the millions of young voters who registered en masse with the hope of bringing change to Africa's most populous nation? Let's find out from this next report by Louisa Olani.
Nigeria's recently concluded national election was one of the most extraordinary. From the heated electioneering campaigns to voting day tensions and enthusiasm among youth, to the election umpire's alleged inconsistencies and post-election violence, the process has been dramatic. Congratulatory messages as well as criticism continue to trail the victory of President-elect Senator Bola Tinubu, who convincingly defeated his closest rival Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Peter Obi of the Labour Party (LP). Tinubu won a simple majority of the votes polled. However, the close contest has drawn criticism from international observers and stirred a debate over the provision that requires the winner to not only have more votes, but also 25% of the votes cast in all the states. The constitutional provision has come under great scrutiny now.
First of all, what I expect him to do is, first of all, douse the anger and the tension upon assumption of office. And particularly, we are giving 100 days. I'm particularly looking at the first day. And that first day, the actions he's going to take will tend to douse the tension and bring the markets and the polity under control. First of all, his inaugural speech, he must be magnanimous in victory and treat himself as a president of Nigeria, not a president of any political party.
Presidential candidate of the PDP Atiku Abubakar and Labour Party Peter Obi have since rejected the results and vowed to prove to the court how they won the election. Peter Obi, who wept at a press conference, accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of tampering with existing data of voters. Supporters of the Labour Party on their part described the outcome of the polls as a mandate stolen in broad daylight, while supporters of the APC say it is a victory well deserved.
I enjoy the fact that people voted. There was a good voting process and all of that, and I would also say that I'm happy that a lot of Nigerians who before now have never gotten involved in the electoral process got involved in it, So that is a pass mark for Nigerians. It's a pass mark for all those who believe in democracy. It's a pass mark for all those who believe in good governance. It's a pass mark for all those who believe that it is their right to be able to elect the leader as they want.
The election is not free and fair. For Peter Obi going to court, I pray he wins. But you know how things work in Nigeria. When they announce the winner, the case might be in the court for 8 years.
Meanwhile, the country's problems such as insecurity, unemployment, a declining economy and the cash crunch as a result of the Naira redesign policy have not yet been addressed. The recent Supreme Court ruling declaring as invalid the directive as well as the implementation of the Naira redesign policy of the federal government has seen mixed reactions.
Peter Obi going to court, I think, is a good one, and he shouldn't be discouraged, because if the Supreme Court can give a verdict countering that of the federal government, that means there is hope for Peter Obi. That's what I think. There is hope for Peter Obi.
The Naira redesign policy, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, is to enable it to take control of the Naira in circulation, manage inflation and combat both counterfeiting and ransom payment to kidnappers. Some analysts have described the Naira redesign policy as a painful route for tackling the corrupt practice of vote buying.
The victory of the APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu as Nigeria's president-elect at the just concluded elections has not been without criticisms. Opposition parties have since rejected the announcement by the election umpire, threatening to challenge the outcome in court. A cross-section of Nigerians, especially young ones, think the election was riddled with anomalies. In a separate press conference, the Labour Party candidate Peter Obi described the victory as a stolen mandate, while the PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar called it a rape of democracy. Peter Obi has since filed a court case. Analysts are foreseeing legal fireworks in the coming weeks, as it is the proper means of seeking redress by aggrieved parties. Meanwhile, the president-elect has called for calm and unity among the rivals in building the nation, as the challenges ahead for the country are enormous. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olaniyi, WION, World is One.